Okay, this is Julie Archer, and I'm with the Surface Owners Rights Organization, and I'm here with George Monk, and it's Molly Schaffnet, right? I just want to make sure I pronounce it, pronounce it right. And we're in Putnam County, West Virginia, and George and Molly are going to show me around their place, and they were just explaining to me a little bit about what's going to happen here. Cabot Oil and Gas wants to drill a well on their land, so if you all want to...
Yeah, right now we're in front of where our house is, and our yard is around here. This is a small road that's been through here ever since we moved here and before that. And so our property and our yard is on either side of this road. When the gas well comes in through here, what they want to do is daylight. They want to cut down the trees for 25 feet on either side of the road, which will make it bare of trees up to just about our front door.
So here you can kind of see the road. It's nice, obviously shaded in the summer, and then it's going to go it's going to be daylighted all the way over to...
Yeah, these trees here, the pine and the walnut, or not, the hickory would go, and then this line of hickories and pines would go.
Oh. Man.
That would be okay if the daylighting really made a difference, but it doesn't.
We've seen ruts, really deep ruts in places that had absolutely no shade whatsoever. And we've seen when the road's properly done, we've seen places that are shaded, extremely shaded, and they don't have any problem at all with standing water or ruts.
So now how far away from your house is the well going to be, or you still are uncertain about exactly where they want to put it?
No, they've marked it.
Okay.
It'll be, we measured it, but it was with a 50-foot measure, so we're kind of going over logs and stuff, and it was about 270 feet.
That's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we knew was the 200-foot distance. It was all happening, I'm thinking, well, if we can get gas, we're going to have to pay for it, but Mountaineer or something, if we could tap the line, then that would be,
Yeah, it would be equitable.
Yeah, that would be a benefit to make this a little easier. Well, he's telling me that no, he doesn't think they can do that because they'll have to file a piece of paper each year. And so it's like, I don't know.
We feel disrespected.
Okay.
For the well, this is where we had to move it to. There's a stake here pounded in.
Yeah, the surveyors were nice enough to come back and change it so we don't have to look out of our windows of our house and see the gas well, even though we will be seeing the absence of all the trees.
The surveying was the location of the well, and then they mark 2 points outside of the boundary where they're going to clear. One tree is right there on the other side of the road, and the other's over there somewhere. This they didn't mark they did mark for that one for us where they thought the pad would be, what would be cleared.
Yeah.
This they didn't. It was done real quickly.
Yeah, one of the things we were thinking that we might be able to tap into their gas lines. We knew we'd be paying for it, but we thought, this may make the situation a little more equitable, having to have so much of our surface destroyed and everything, that maybe we could tap in and buy gas from them. But they said no, they couldn't do that because they'd have to file a piece of paper once a year, and it would be inconvenient for them. So we feel a bit disrespected by that.
So you have to get propane and bring it in tanks, even though you have all of these. You're going to have a road and this pipeline, and it would be really easy, but they don't want to let you even buy the gas. Not let
Right.
We're not even talking about free gas.
Right, right,
So.
yeah. Yeah, and sometimes it's really hard to get the propane in because the road is so messed up from bringing in the vac truck, and they don't fix it for months and months and months. And even though we have an ATV, sometimes the ruts are so bad that we don't dare even drive the ATV in and out, especially when it's muddy.
So, the second choice was made so that the well wouldn't be visible from the house, and we're placing it so that it would protect areas of the woods that we didn't want to have affected that had large oaks. There's a stand to the west of 2-foot oaks, and there's down this hillside there are large oaks, and we're just trying to position it where it's going to cause the least amount of damage. I don't know if this was on earlier, but that when they came out, they had a list of about 100 wells they wanted to put in this area. But they didn't really have a map I could see where the wells were going, and they weren't telling me, like, well, they're going to be putting another well further on beyond us. So I could have suggested a spot off that road. It's not very much information, and even though they wanted to put a well in here, they had no idea where the pipeline was going to go. It's just it's just amazing.
One of the concerns we have about the pipeline too is that there was a pipeline explosion a few years back down the road a couple of miles, and it just devastated the area that it was in for about half a mile all along the pipeline. It lit up the sky. The sky was red around here. And
Wow.
That's another one of our concerns about. We want to make sure everything is done right so that there won't be devastation and loss of lives.
Yeah, that explosion was in 2001.
Yeah.
It was right after 9/11, and a family just driven through, and all of a sudden the sky lit up behind them, and they thought Armageddon had happened. They rushed home, and the father was everybody out to the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's scary.
Here comes a 3-foot pipeline.
Yeah. So when we visit gas wells and we see things that are supposed to be there that are in the law that can't, the gas company doesn't even bother with doing something simple like putting the API number on the well, which is required by law, and there's no apparent problem with the law for not having what's required by law on. It makes it so we wonder what else is going on. Are the gas companies being really careful about how they put in these wells and making sure that they really are safe, and that everything that's required is there, and everything that needs to be there for safety is there.
Yeah.
We just wonder.
If they can't do the easy things that are required by the law, will they do the hard things?